Hey everybody, I just wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of the writing assignment that you're going to be working on today in class. If you have, you should have a few minutes at least to get it started, and then that you'll be working on for homework as well. I want to stress this isn't something that you should rush to get done. I think it feels like it's a good 1 day, 1 night assignment, but if things get crazy and you want to turn it in on Friday, that's totally fine as well. So if you don't have time to take a step back and reflect and think the way that Murray did, then save it for another day. So this is my, like I said, quick walkthrough of the Stranger in the Photo essay. And so I figured fair's fair. I'll do it myself and just give you an idea of what am I looking for here, because they say a picture's worth 1,000 words and a play is worth 10,000 pictures. I figured that by just talking a little bit about, well, here's some things that I could write about, looking at photos of me, it's a great way to make sure you're all on the same page in terms of what we're looking for here. I'll just do it very quickly. I kind of just said all that, but here we go. So for your essay assignment, you're going to write a purposeful, detailed, personal narrative, or memoir, where you use a photo of yourself as your jumping off point, just like Donald Murray does in his article. And your mechanical focus here is try to balance specific detail, the small details, and then generalization, the big picture. So what does it mean? Both extremes are bad. If you go too much in either direction there, it can hurt your writing. So try to find that balance point of, here's a place where I'm really going to look at the tiny details, and then zoom out and see the big picture there as well. Like, what are you choosing to go into real detail about? You can look at Murray's article for that as well. Why is that fading away? No one knows. And there we go. So, here's a picture of me when I was 0. And it's just kind of weird because my parents in this picture are they're definitely younger than I am right now. I made the first part of this slideshow when I started teaching AP Lang in around 2013 or so. That doesn't matter. Anyways, so I could do a reflection here. Looking at this picture, what strikes me is just how young my parents look, and using that, or I could also write a reflection about the number of chins that I have, but my parents is what really jumps out to me here. I could also look at a picture here, this idea of waking up and going to school, and I was doing that when I was a kid, and I still wake up and go to school every day. I also noticed here the sign that my mom made me, and just how many different signs she made me. I could do something with that. Is it like a metaphor, like signs, direction? Is it just the relationship there, the memories? 6 or 7. This is how everybody dressed in the 90s. So, yes, I am wearing 4 different colors, and my sister's wearing, I think, a watermelon. So, anyways, this one, obviously, I could write about my sisters. The big takeaway here for me is just that relationship, waiting to get picked up for school, and how maybe that's changed as we've gotten older. Here is my first dog. And of course, dogs are a big responsibility, so I could reflect on that. I could also probably write a good reflection here. The Sega Genesis is tempting there in the left side, but I mostly obviously focus here on my dog, Taylor, who died when I was 23 and living at home for a year after college. So I could just talk about maybe how much I changed during Taylor's lifetime. Freshman year of high school, no idea what's going to happen in the next few years. I could use this to tell the story of one particular day when I got hit by a sprinkler, but that is a long story, and so we will save that for another day. But I could look back here and think about, how much has changed since high school, or maybe even just writing about high school in general, and now how I work at one now. Later in high school, you could look at a picture of you and a friend, or even a particular room, like my living room here, my best friend growing up, writing about that relationship, writing about that space. Junior, senior year for me, there we go. I could write about my grandparents here. I'm laughing so much in this picture because my grandfather was about 1.5 feet shorter than me, but he was standing on a stool because he didn't like how much taller I was. I could write about him in a sense of humor. I could write about my grandmother, who has since died as well, and just that relationship and the way that she acted, and so all of or even just their house. And what that place meant to me. But like every time I look at a picture here, I'm prompted to think, like, what strikes me? Like, when I look at the picture, what do I think about? What picture makes my brain work the hardest or go the deepest? That's kind of what we're looking for here. Here's me getting slowly strangled by a camper. And here I could write about patience. And that certainly comes in handy as a teacher. Although, as far as I know, none of my high school students have ever tried to, slowly choke me. But yes, that could be my camp reflection on my summer job there. You could write about a big life event, something big that happened to you, and here's why this big event mattered. Obviously, for me, getting married is up there. And then, maybe another couple major life events for me since I first made this PowerPoint. So, anyways, I hope that this just gave you a little bit of an idea of, like, what am I looking for? It's really at the end of the day, you're looking at a picture and you're prompting good, in-depth thinking, the same way that Murray does with his article. The more you can mirror that, and I don't want you to write the same essay, of course. You're going to hopefully write something very different than a 60-something-year-old man. But try to find that similar vein, and I hope that I highlighted that a little bit here with this. So thank you very much for listening, because you don't have a choice, so I don't know why I'm thanking you. But I hope you all have a good day. I'm sorry I can't be there today. I will be back tomorrow. We'll keep working on this assignment, and we'll also start talking about our summer reading and try to get that done this week as well. So, all right. Have a great day, everybody.